Hey fellow defenders of the vault, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Vault Builders. Episode 15, Luring Big Mechs to a Bulletstorm. Oh, another mech cluster! Alright, it's a 10-day autumn order. This is definitely one of those clusters where I can, so I think what I'm going to do is, current priority is Gene Tailor and kill mechs. So the way I want to do this is I want to wake up this cluster well before the mortar starts going off. During the day, when I animal pulse, the only issue that I see here is there's not a lot of animals on this map tile, and it's only going to get worse as the defoliator defoliates. So I also might want to pair that with Crimson's attempt to go exploit here with her invisibility. So I'm going to set up the Ancient Danger to be awoken by her while she's invisible. So that way, if the animals aren't enough, she can trigger a second wave of attackers. What a mess this is. Goodness. But this building's coming together. And these guys have a countdown activator, and the countdown activator is longer than the auto mortar, so I don't really need to worry about the auto mortar for a bit, even after the countdown triggers. So I'm going to start engineering the animal pulsar to be effective. Hosting allies for a neuroformer? Ooh, 4 tribespeople from enemy jail? Ah, should I host? A neuroformer is not as important as you would normally think because with some intel, I can power up anyway. What a neuroformer would allow me to do is to have a second potential powered individual. So for the record, and I'll quickly show you, if I contact the deserters, I can buy a neuroformer with critical intelligence if I do one of their missions and get critical intelligence, but with regular intelligence, which is way easier to come by, I can get a psychic amplifier, which is like a neuroformer, but it can't start the process. You need at least a neuroformer first. So you guys can decide that. And we're almost done setting up our second power facility, and then it will be time to prepare for the animal crisis. Are my mission spawns working for deserters? Yes. I've gotten lots of them. Oh, this is what we're building. Got it. I was wondering about that. I was like, why isn't the geothermal generator getting built? Yeah, this makes sense. So Rod is going to be really helpful. I want to wake up these mechs without getting shot. I wanted to get this built first because it's within the sphere of influence of these mechs, which is dangerous. So once this is fully built and my walls are all set up for animal pulse, I will build most of a wall here, but not finish it off. Let's build it on the outside. Most of the wall here, not finish it off. And then I also need this door as well. Because the concept here is once this door is built, I'm going to create a tunnel between these two so that an invisible Crimson can go in here and like mess with these pods, waking them up and sending them out this forced open door. So, you know, I'm trying to think this through so that I can exploit the hell out of both the Ancient Danger and also, you know, just like maximize chaos. So the materials for that has been delivered perfect. So now I'm walling up all my other doors. So that way when I hit an animal pulsar, they go after the mechs, not me. Is that power? Yeah. So now my grid is sporting quite a lot of power. Crimson, are you not nervous? She's like, no, this is fine. Cool. So if I activated the pulsar, we're going to need a wall here. If I activate the pulse right now, the animals would pool here, so I need a wall there. And then Rod will wake them up. So the only valid way in and out of the base right now is this open area, which is ready to get walled up. Got it. You guys think I should host allies? Okay, I will, but I'm going to wait. It is 8 in the morning, so the animals are fresh and awake. And, Rod, go wake up that mech cluster. Now, the mech cluster isn't going to immediately attack me. They're going to defend. He is garbage accuracy. This is going to take a while. He almost hit the burner trying to hit the Inferno turret. There we go. They're awake. Now, Sapo. Construct that. And then as soon as we do, we're going to be locking ourselves inside. So I'm making sure that everyone is at home right now, and they are. So the only way out of the base right now is this door. And initially, let's wall this up. Actually, I'm not going to wall that. I want to deliver the materials, but not wall that up. And this is so that I can exploit the animal pulsar. But probably because I don't have one mega horde for animal pulsing, the animal pulsar is not going to be as effective as I want it to be. So where is the pulsar? It is top corner. All right, Rod, you can hit that. Is there any animals within our walls that are going to be an issue? No. Cool. Oh, you know what I just realized? These doors are not walled up. So the animals are going to pool here. So for the pulsar to really work, I have to wall here as well. So don't build that. But yes, build this. So the way it works is the animals will go to the closest door that they can access you through. And then if there are no doors, they will aggro something else. So you'll see the moment I wall this door up, these animals will then flood these mechs. Like this. Animal flood the mechs. Actually, no, the animals are coming to this door. So build that one, and then they'll flood the mechs. So now with no valid targets to get to me, they start to prioritize the mechs. And attack the mechs, clearing that cluster. Albeit inefficiently. So we are now at the point where I am going to try the ancient soldiers. Invisibility. Oh, I did that out of order. I should have opened this door first. I'm invisible for 36 more seconds. That's fine. Open. No, don't punch them. Dang it. I forgot that she would immediately try to punch them down and get herself into trouble. Okay, she's unconscious, that's fine. Now the soldiers, having no target, valid target, are going to go target the mechs as well. And I will go rescue her in a moment. She might actually manage to crawl through that door on her own. Yep, she just rescued herself. Rod, you're a doctor. Go 10 Crimson. Hey, fun-sized killjoy made it through the cycle again. So, Professor, put them in the Bile Sculptor for a pleasure cycle. So now these, oh boy. Now these ancient soldiers are going to fight the, yeah, you're all patched up. To fight the mechs for us. And then they reset. So I've got like a week before the automotor becomes an issue. It's fine. Moxie. Where did Crimson... there we go. That didn't go well? Oh no, it went fine. I'm totally fine with the results. No issues at all. No complaints. I think what I want to research next, though, is to push towards precision rifling, so that in the case that I have a lot of mechanoids like this to deal with, I can just blast them from a distance. Rod, please finish tending. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a void zone for now, for here. Don't get anywhere close to these mechs. But we can leave the base again. So removing all the blocked doors. It does mean that I have essentially no wildlife left on the map tile because all the wildlife just went to attack mechs. So for these things, the only problem that I have now is I would need Rod, who is the only one that has range longer than 40, to shoot at those turrets. But he can plink at those turrets, like, as long as he wants. That's kind of going to be my plan, is to have him plink at the turrets and mess them up. Next one through the Gene Tailor, and I'll resolve that prediction. It was a yes. 90% of you thought it would be. He did make it through. So now he has no weaknesses, but he's going through first a pleasure cycle. And the reason for the pleasure cycle is once the Bio Sculptor pod is tuned to him, he'll go through the next cycle faster. So it's faster to do a pleasure cycle to tune, and then a bioregen cycle, than a bioregen cycle on its own. And I'm going to set the neural chargers to auto use for everyone, because they don't have a desire for it, but if I tell them to use for everyone, they're going to go use it. Even without desire. Which is, you know, an extra 10% consciousness, which is pretty awesome. Crimson, you are up. And then once Rod's awake, I'll have him start to put work in. With that neural supercharger, maybe he gets even better at it. I can also give him a weapon that is more effective than the sniper rifle. For accuracy, maybe a charge rifle. Yeah, let's give him that charge rifle. Give him something that really packs a wallop. The next one you want through is Crimson. Copy that. Now, another thing that we could do if we had intel, I wanted to mention, is, and we don't have intel, so it's a problem. You can taunt the Imperials to attack you. So not only can you pay contraband, you can taunt Imperial forces with intel. So that would be another way to potentially get these mechs destroyed, is to taunt Imperial forces into attacking us and having them go fight the mechs. We just don't have the intel for it. If we wanted intel, you know, we need like a random quest to be offered, which usually you pay in advance with intel. So we're at this point sort of waiting for a random quest to land in our laps and hope that we are equipped enough for it. All right, let's have you enter the gene tailoring pod, and we'll get another power. And the other locked vault just expired, but it's fine because we had 2 of them. Add superpower. And hopefully she gets something that's really effective against enemies. I wonder if it... I can see his range. So he should have a range of like 60? Is this 60? Yeah. Won't my guess use superchargers then? Yeah, but like, I don't have guess, so it's fine. This Scyther's attacking me. I like how the other mechs aren't. This Scyther's super destroyed from the deer and hare that attacked. Problem is, if Rod had good accuracy, he'd be shredding these things, but he's just, like, dismal. But I am sending backup so that he doesn't have to kite and fight constantly. Moxie and Professor K are coming out. Ooh, Professor K is not much better, but at least Moxie will shred them. There, down it goes. Alright. The mechs are attacking me, but they will reset back to their mech hive. Mech cluster, I should say. Given time. And if they don't, we'll lead them in here. Honestly, I'd love that, because they would get turned into a liquid here. Unfortunately, the horses aren't going to like that. But if Rod can keep luring them into the into the grinder that we've got going on there, that'd be fantastic. And all I really need to do is worry about his mood, because obviously I don't want him to have a mental breakout here, because if he mental breaks anywhere near those mechs, there's a fair chance that he goes and gets himself killed. You know what would be really handy? Is if I hooked him up with a gun link. I'm going to research gun link. Just occurred to me that that would be super good for him. Because he's got unbelievably good range, but horrible accuracy. So if I can hook him up for some better accuracy, even at the cost of not wearing a helmet, who cares? Just keep him out of range. He's shooting the countdown active there. I was going to host them. So in the case that they show up for hosting, I can just zone restrict them away from the neural superchargers, and then it's not an issue. I'll just create another zone. So the range, maybe what I should be doing here is trying to take out the turrets, because the range of these guys can be outranged with sniper rifles, and then I can have my entire crew with sniper rifles shooting at these blasters. It's just the turrets need to go. But, you know, Rod should... Actually, I'm surprised his mood is as bad as... Let's get him some drugs. One in doubt, drugs. Drink beer. Where's the... Take wake up, because that should help with accuracy. Eat jelly. And... I'm almost tempted to give him Luciferium, because we have a lot of it. We could also try to get the tech prints for a learning assistant, so he learns faster. But maybe that's a bit extreme. Well, maybe the Luciferium is a bit extreme. I'll have you vote on it, though. Where is T? No, not Steve. I guess I'm out of T. Damn, really? And then, what about Ambrosia? Yeah, the T is now not suspended. I thought I had made a big enough batch that it would be T still somewhere on the map, but clearly I'm wrong. So what's your chance to hit from here? 4%? Okay, let's get as close to the turret as possible. Nope, too close. And that increases our chance to hit by not anything. All right. You don't want Luciferium on him. Copy that. So he's got Wake Up. He's got Supercharge. He's got a consciousness of 120%. I'm giving him, like, every advantage that he could possibly have. He just is not hitting these things. Because, you know, his shooting is terrible. Oh, he hit a mech. I wasn't aiming for the mech. He hit a mech again. Still, again, not aiming for the mech. The other thing that we could do, in this case, is have someone with decent range continually plink at the mechs to draw their aggro, drawing them into our kill box. Because as long as I continually hit them, they will drag into the kill box, and then once in the kill box, we can kill the mechs, and then smoke clear the rest of the turrets, which I think, given Rod's accuracy, is probably the faster way. But yeah, Foggy Rain, it absolutely sucks. It's a major reason why we can't hit anything. Oh, shoot. Getting too close. Oh, God. Okay, Moxie, go find his sniper rifle. Because if Rod can drag the... Oh, no, don't do... Oh, God. Ouch. Ouch. That's my fault. If Rod can drag them away, Moxie can keep hitting them with a sniper rifle to lure them into the kill box. I just can't get Moxie close enough, and for the initial hit, it has to be Rod. But he just took Wake Up, so yeah, he's set to go. She probably needs sleep. Rope the horses? Yeah, let's do that. So they're not collateraled. Or I don't even need to do that. Let's just uninstall the... Yeah, that'll work better. This is taking so long. I'm just gonna wait until the ring goes away. This is frustratingly pointless. So leave that there for now until the stupid Foggy Rain changes. Yeah, I could just shelter them in here. Let's do it. Let's move them a little bit. That's a better solution. Maybe my answer will be a new superpower with Crimson. Who knows? Everyone is still only on rec, yeah. They're having the time of their lives, which you can see with no one is actually happy right now. So this doesn't have quite enough food, but what I could do is I can start sowing non-cut hay grass or something to make up for the difference. And then if I am trying to plink the mechs down, I might as well just give Professor a sniper rifle too. Increase my chances of hitting something. But I'll wait for the foggy rain to go away because my accuracy penalties are just too steep. All right, pleasure cycle's complete. So we are going to fill the pod. And put him through a bioregion cycle. Get his brain back. So, the ring figure will heal, and then maybe the bite scar on the leg, or maybe the brain. We might have to do 2 regen cycles, but eventually he'll be back to normal. I don't think he was ever actually normal, but you know what I mean. Okay. Foggy rain is gone. Turned into fog. Thanks, Damocles. Damocles the douche. Prediction if it will be the leg or the brain? No. That's not worth gambling about, I don't think. Well, the potential dining room is getting built. And actually, speaking of which, Killjoy, let's try to get another double bed because I don't have another double bed. But get another double bed for Killjoy when he has a brain. He'll also have a bedroom. Ooh, I have another auto. Oh boy, we have a lot of good turrets. I'm trying to space them out a little bit more so they can't, like, explode getting shot and chain react. But yeah, we have a network of turrets. As soon as this fog goes away, I'll make an attempt to clear those guys out. I wasn't actually checking if Sappo was the one that made that stuff. Should've, but didn't. It's clear! Woo! So come sun up, Rod, Moxie, and Professor K is going to have themselves a fun little plinking of the mechs time. Crimson's popping out in about 15 hours. And it's sun up. No, well, he's not awake yet. Yeah, here he goes. So he's supercharged for 12 hours. Professor's supercharged for 12 hours. Okay. Professor Moxie, all their needs are more or less met. So going on the red damage cam, and we'll try for these guys. Chance to hit 3.2%. Let's get a little closer. Chance to hit 1%. Seriously? 5%. 6%. There we go. There we go. So the concept here is keep plinking at them, luring them to the barrage la turret, and having them get buzzsaw melted by my my defenses. I hope they come all... Oh, no, they're resetting. That's okay. I'll re-aggro. Because now we're not relying... Oh, God, come on. Freaking hit! Moxie! The one thing I needed Moxie to do was to not miss that shot or they'd reset, and then she missed. And now they hit him, of course. I think what I'm gonna... Wow, I stopped just short. What I was gonna do is I was gonna paint the... as close as we can get, so that I don't cross this path and start getting shot at. And Moxie is just about at the, closest you'd ever want to be. Come on, guys. You're killing me with this inaccuracy. I was very choosy about the pawns I took. I looked at the powers, but my god, their skills is bad. If I had a bunch of, like, locust brawlers, that would be another solution that would be viable. Just smoke up the area and go in there with maces blazing. Alright, I think they're aggroed? Nope, nope, they're not aggroed. They should be. We're plugging them. Yeah, the superchargers does give a global learning rate, so he is leveling up faster as a result of me using it. It's one of the reasons why I enabled it, so that he can actually improve his shooting. And it's jumping. I mean, his shooting is going up quite a bit, much faster than it would have otherwise. It's the same reason why the learning enhancer might have been nice. He's maxed for the day, but I'm just going to keep pushing it. As long as we have clear weather, might as well. And not mental breaks. So he's going to need to take a meal break. I'll break for a meal for him. For all of them. I don't know. It's progress. It's pretty slow progress, though. Oh, man, if I had an animal pulsar, there's a lot of animals just sitting around on top of those guys. Alright, I just had them all take tea and beer. Let's get back to the front. Somehow his bullet, like, landed around here. I don't know how you're that bad. Oh, there we go. We pissed them off. So maybe this time we keep landing enough shots to lure them into the kill box. All the kill box turrets are on. Yep, we just landed a few extra shots. Good, good, good. Good, another shot. I hope it's enough luring to get them all the way in. In case it's not, I'm going to have Moxie and Professor dip out of the sides so they can re-engage with sniper rifles to keep them moving. Yes! 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 No! 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 Come on! Okay. They are re-engaged, so I'm going to turn everything off until they come well within sight, dragging them in and luring them into a splashdown. Rod, you're going to have some problems. I should have had you near the door. There we go. One down. Two down. Three, four. All down. Ooh, that one came real close to getting blown up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave these on. If any pod drop raiders try to land near me, their pods are going to get super blown up. So now, Rod, I want you to switch over to the smoke launcher. Because you can smoke launch from like hella far away. And then, once it's sufficiently smoked, Sappo will just walk up and smack it. In fact, just as icing on the cake, let's make a uranium breach axe. This might as well. Yes! I'm not even pulling. I don't even care. Laser eyes. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Vault Builders, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. Amid all the other credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow vault builders.